Join me as I make a perfectly fried pork tenderloin that has a crispy crust and a juicy center. I have 6 pork loins here. They're a 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to place 2 of them on a piece of plastic wrap. Cover them up. I have a meat tenderizer here. It has a flat side and then a ridge side. We're going to start out with the flat side first. We want to pound these out until they're a 1/4 inch thick. You want to remove your plastic wrap. You're going to tenderize them with the ridge side now, both sides. You want to repeat the process with your remaining pork chops. I have 3 dishes out here. I'm going to start off with putting 1 cup of all-purpose flour in our first dish. And to that flour, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. And then mix those ingredients in. Our next dish, we're going to add in 3 eggs and then scramble them. In my final dish, I'm going to add 2 cups of panko crumbs. You can use any type of breadcrumb that you like. Now ready to bread our pork chops, but first we want to season them. I have a little bit of salt and pepper I'm going to sprinkle over the top of them. Our first step, we're going to take one of our thin pork chops. We're going to dip that in our flour, both sides. Ensure we shake off any extra. Next, we're going to go into our egg mixture. And then finally into our panko breadcrumbs. And then start that process over again. Now that all the pork tenderloins are breaded, I'm going to take a high-sided skillet and put in about 1 inch of oil. I'm using peanut oil. You can use any type of oil you prefer. I'm going to put my heat on medium-high, and I want to bring this to 350 degrees. My oil is now hot, and I'm ready to add in my first pork tenderloin. I'm going to let this cook for 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn it over and let it go for another 2 minutes. After draining your pork tenderloin, I'm going to put it on a wire rack so it doesn't steam and it stays nice and crispy. And there you have it. There's our crispy pork tenderloins.